All right, I guess we're testing. We're testing for proper modulation of the Sexy and Jagundo.
Proper modulation, modulator.
I am Sally Sexy.
I'm Mitch Jagundo.
And this is
the Crazy Camming Couple Podcast.
With special guest star, Lily the Barking Bean.
Hey everybody, we are akimboing.
Akimbo with the himbo.
You're very... Oh, I can't touch you. He's
yeah,
very...
No,
he's very akimbo.
You have to be YouTube
look at how sexy you are. See, like, Hugh Hefner had his night robes. You have your net robe.
A net robe. Net robe. Oh my goodness.
Your netted pants.
Yes, well, thank you.
You would just live in these all day if you had your mansion. You were all set for life.
My mansion and my sexy grotto with my sexy lady.
You would never leave the house, would you?
Never.
You would just walk around like...
No pipes, though. Thank you very much. So this be with my beautiful woman, and just be walking around the grotto with my fishnet up massive.
Yeah.
These ones aren't ripping apart like the other ones are. So that's why.
Are the other ones massives?
They're Andrew Christian things. So.
Yeah,
they're just a flimsier material. So. Yep.
Ooh, netting for his pleasure.
Netted for your pleasure, baby. So we have a new thing here where Sally has decided that we're going to...
oh, yeah. Should I stand up?
Yes, I guess stand up and show off what you're doing here.
Stand up. So, he represents... I was up here in a ratty old, tank top and shorts or stretchy pants or whatever. And I was like, geez, I guess I should, dress like a camera.
Like a sexy lady.
Like a sexy woman.
So Sally, every week Sally will have a little bit of a different little thing on. So.
Yes, I do have my light up shoes because I just love them. So here I am. I'm trying to represent. I'm trying to make Jagundo look good.
I'm trying to make Sally look even better. It's very difficult. It takes a lot of work to make me look good.
No, it doesn't. You always look good. I'm the one that looks like a slob. But I'm always covered in tegu poop or friggin' vomit from cats or whatever.
Taking care of business.
Yeah.
Taking care of business.
Oh my goodnesses. All right, I need something from the back because my legs
I'll use the Cam 4 pillow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what? That feels nice. Thank you, Cam 4. So,
oh man, don't mess up the there you go.
There you go.
The boom bam on the
sorry. All right.
Away we go.
First on the list, do you remember last week when StreamMate had problems?
I do remember that. Yes, we had StreamMate problems where we weren't able to get on, and then we were on, but we weren't showing us on, and then everybody popped off, and it was like,
Yeah, but we were able to get on and see the other models last week. And our camming friend, Brigitte Holland, check her out. She's very sexy. She was hitting us up, and she's like, I can't. She's like, I'm on. She's like, but no one sees me. She's like, I have no one looking at me. And I was like, all right, well, let's try and get on. We couldn't even see her, I don't think. Did we?
No, we were having problems even seeing her last week.
But so Jagundo started clicking on other models.
Yes. So now I remember where we're going with this now.
Oh yeah.
I was like, let's see who else is on. Make sure things, working with other models.
So we could see the other models.
Yeah. What was going on was usually when you go to StreamMate, you'll have a picture of the model. And if you hover over it, that picture, it'll show what the model's doing at that exact moment in time. So that wasn't working. You hover over it. So we were like, all right, what happens if we click on it and see if we actually see anybody doing anything when you click on it? So Sally decided to click on one, or we clicked on one.
We clicked on a couple, actually. The first one we clicked on was really pretty blonde getting dressed. You remember that?
Yes.
Yeah. And then the second one we clicked on was not anything I expected to see. And it was nothing sexual. It was a girl sitting on the floor repotting a plant.
And she was very involved in it, too.
Yeah.
She was discussing how, I was like, sorry, I had to get this done. I need to repot my plant. And I had...
Yeah, and...
Like, well, okay.
And she's like, the stream went down. She's like, so I'm doing sexy gardening. She was
sexy gardening, yes, yeah. It was sexy gardening.
It was sexy gardening. I just thought it was comical because like I was very hesitant because I'm like, I'm like, these girls are all gonna be banging hot and they're gonna be super sexy and they'll know what to do. And I was like, for a long time very hesitant about coming on. And then we hopped around on a few. And I was like, and nothing against the other models, but they were just being, everyday people, not even being sexual about stuff. And I'm like, oh, makes you feel a little better about
People
things.
just want to know that they're seeing somebody who's real.
Mm-hmm.
A real person.
Yeah.
And baby, we're as real as it gets. Sometimes too real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes too friggin' real.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was the beginning of the week.
Potted plant woman.
Yeah, potted plant woman.
Oh my goodness.
And if you've been following along, you know that we've been having furnace problems, and
yes, the ongoing furnace fiasco.
So they came and they repaired everything this week finally, and it worked great, and I was so relieved, so happy, so ecstatic. And then last night happened.
We got done camming last night, and you went downstairs, and you're like, "Oh, I can't believe this." And I was like, "What's going on?"
Oh yeah. And it started doing the same thing it's been doing for the past 9 months, and it just throws the error code and sounds like it wants to blow up in the basement. And then basically we got to reboot it.
Yeah, we have to turn it off with the emergency breaker, turn it back on, and then it resets the system, and it comes back up. Except this system was brand new when we had it done, and it started doing this. I don't know, not even a year after it was up and running.
It was like a year and 3 weeks. It started to malfunction, and that was 9 months ago. And they just came this week to repair it, and now it's still not working right.
Still not right. And if I was expecting if it was 10, 15 years old, I would be expecting to have problems like this maybe.
Yeah.
But brand spanking new like this, no. So we're going to have to get this gentleman back, and we really need to get the company that supplies the equipment out here and say, like, you need to solve this problem, because he come out, he did repair everything, he didn't charge us to repair it, yeah.
Needless to say, it's not been good for my mental well-being.
It's not good for playing and screwing around on camera.
No.
Sally loses her mind with all the nonsense.
I mean, it's like I get things break, and you deal with it, and you get them fixed. But this has gone on for 9 months, and that's where I'm having my problems, is that it's not being fixed, and there's like no end in sight at this point. So, and I was so relieved the other day. I thought, oh my God, I felt like 1,000,000 pounds was lifted off of me, only to get steamrolled again. So.
Yeah, so it's been 2 days right now of just discussing this over and over.
I'm done with it. I hate it. I don't even want to think about it anymore. So onward.
So the furnace fiasco continues. Updates next week.
And on top of all that, we had 3 days of the county coming in here and repairing the road.
Oh, that was good, man. That was, which is nice. We're getting the main drag right outside our house. We live on a main road that goes from a major highway down to our main street, which is actually we used to be a major highway, but it's really a main street.
Yeah.
And so they're repaving the whole thing, making it nice. But paving was 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. 3 days.
Yeah.
I think the weird part there was, what was funny was they started doing it, and it wasn't that bad, but 2 nights in a row at 4 o'clock in the morning, jackhammers. Like they waited till 4 o'clock in the morning, and that's when they started using jackhammers on them.
Yeah, right in front of our
Really?
house.
And the funniest thing was, it wasn't until the third night that it was like our neighbors suddenly realized that this was going on. Like, holy cow, what's going on? Like, there's all this equipment. Da, da, da. Like, yeah, they've been paving it up and down the road. You put the heels on me. The whole friggin' time. Where have you been?
I know.
Then it became a thing, man.
No
It was a neighborhood text for the whole night of us going back and forth and sending pictures and photos and videos. Look at this. Look what's going on here. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, the house is vibrating. Jim basically had a friggin' loader parked in his driveway.
Yes. Yes, he had the big machine out there.
He said he was he was telling me it was rattling the house.
Well, we were all these older houses. These are really old houses are built on is it sandstone?
Fieldstone.
Fieldstone. We're built on fieldstone. We don't have masonry blocks. We're on fieldstone.
Yeah.
So that it's interesting to say the least.
That amazes me how they did the foundations. And those things are still kicking.
Yep.
I'm just like dumbfounded by it. You know, bravo. And all it is a bunch of rocks that they picked up off the ground.
Yeah, and stacked them together. That's what I'm living on top of.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's holding me up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 30 feet in the air right now, talking.
Yikes! Yeah, and I tell you what, this house don't budge. We had another house that was new, and when the hurricanes and the storms came through, that thing creaked and moaned and felt like it was moving. This thing does not budge.
It's rock solid.
Yeah.
Rock solid house, baby.
It's crazy, and it's 140 years old.
So yeah, it was paving insanity. A lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a funny week. We also had a crazy. It wasn't a prop. It was an invite. We were invited someplace this week.
Really? We were invited?
Yeah.
To where were we invited? I never know what's going on anymore. So many things are happening.
Well, it was the podcast.
Oh, we were. You mean the friction party thing?
Yeah.
That was this week. I'm losing track of the weeks. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Yeah, that was this week, believe it or not.
So we got a message in the friction party's messenger thing in their website that said, "Would you guys like to come down to
North Carolina?"
Yes, Original Sin, the North Carolina thing. Mm-hmm. It's in the first weekend of June. To do a podcast from there, which would be really cool. But then we were looking at it, we're like, well, all right, does it fit our budget? Can we make it down there and back? We do have to go to work, so we're not really sure we can make it down there.
Yeah, plus we're already dialed in for Liquid Lust.
Yes. Yeah.
And then we have the ASN Network.
We're still seeing what's going on with that, so we're might be going to that in August.
Yeah.
So the money only squeezes so far, so we have to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were like, all right, what would cost to fly down there from where we are? And we're like, and the flying is like, but it's like a 8.5 hour drive.
Yeah.
Like if you go to fly, flying would be almost 4 hours between driving to the airport, waiting at the airport, blah blah blah, all that stuff. So, it was such a nice invite. It was very nice of them to say, come on down.
Yeah.
You know, it's we appreciate it being wanted.
Yeah, it was not expected.
No, I wasn't expecting it at all. I was like, oh wow, it's like I guess the people are actually listening to this, and we're not just speaking into the ether.
So thank you, Friction. We wish things were a little different at this point, and we would love to have gone, but unfortunately, we're not gonna make it.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to do that. That's a lot. That's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's actually the weekend after Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
This is
Yep.
The ball of wax we are.
No, yeah. So, but definitely we're looking forward to Liquid Lust. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes, indoor outdoor pools, summer, warm.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Naked fun.
Naked fun. Oh my god, yeah, everybody's going to be running around naked.
Yeah, it's going to be, oh boy.
Oh, and all right, animal drama.
We have animal drama. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
We're continuing the Bearded Dragon.
Yeah,
updates,
so it's a chickpea update, just so everybody knows, because I know everybody needs to have their animal updates. So Chickpea's blood work came back finally, and for the most part, it was good. She showed that she was dehydrated, and he figures that's because she's not eating well, and he's kind of just dialing into the fact that whatever happened to that eye is causing her discomfort, and she's just not eating well. So he put her on pain meds. She's on eye drops, and that also has a steroid in it. So basically, we have to get her eating, and then he might consider taking the eye out.
Oh, ow.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, she definitely can't. I mean, she can't really see right. Like, she can't catch a bug on that side of her face. Like, because, you got one eye here, and, like, this eye isn't seeing it. So, I don't really know what's going on. She didn't really eat good today. She ate good on Thursday.
We are super excited and more than a little turned on to announce that we have been nominated for Best Content Creator at the 2023 ASN Awards.
If you would like to help us win so we can fly to Las Vegas and let our freak flag fly, then head to
vote.sexyandjagundo.com to cast your ballot for us as Best Content Creators.
It's super easy to do.
Go to the site,
put in an email, scroll down to Best Content Creator, pull the drop down, and select us, Sexy and Jagundo.
You can vote twice every day, so vote early and vote often. Then hit us up for a good time.
Twinkle, twinkle, Sexy and Jagundo loves you.
Vote.sexyandjagundo.com.
Best Content Creator, Sexy and Jagundo. Was it Thursday or Friday? It was one of those days she ate. I think it was actually Friday. She ate really good. Didn't really eat today at all. So, yeah, so that's our chickpea update. We'll give it, a couple more days. He said if she's not really doing good as far as eating, force feed her a little bit. So I might do that tomorrow, just to perk her up a little. And she's getting her baths, so she rehydrates.
Bathe your dragon. How to bathe your dragon.
How to bathe your dragon. And that's all we got right at the moment. So it's kind of like a wait and see thing to see. This is only the second day she's had pain meds, because it's every other day. So, and it was like, yeah, it must have been Thursday she ate really good, because it was the day after she got the first dose that she ate well. So, yeah, I guess we'll see what happens.
You have ongoing drama from all your little animals.
I
always,
do.
1 week there's always something.
I do.
Always a little something with your little animals. I guess that's Bridget hitting us up.
Yeah, we're getting hit up by Bridget.
Yeah. More naked photos of Bridget.
Woo! She's a sexy one. All right, so onward. So that's honestly the only animal drama for the week.
Which is good. Which is good for Sally.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very good for Sally. This is funny. So we had a funny question last night. We were camming.
This week on Funny Questions.
Yeah, my boob is knocking the thingy out of the way. So, actually, someone was asking you about your sensor.
My sensor?
Yeah.
Oh, the white dot. Yeah, the white dot. It says we're on StreamMate. We run the free platforms, but StreamMate doesn't allow any nudity of the genitals. So I put, like, if I'm sitting there, I will put a white dot with the program that I have over top of me so people can't see my wee-wee.
Yeah.
And
then he just is free to fondle, and I'm free to yank on it to keep them going.
Done there to keep things ready for action.
Yeah. But there was one gentleman in particular who found that to be a turn on.
Oh, yeah. And he wanted to know if I could track it.
Yeah.
Can you track it? I'm like, what do you mean? You mean like if I stand up, it moves with me and moves around? I was like, no, that I can't do, but I know what you mean. But
that's hysterical. I would think that would be the funniest shit ever. Everybody would probably be wondering, like, how's he doing that?
How's he doing that? I was like, no, that's just the way it is. I have a big white dot where my penis used to be.
Mm-hmm. I just thought that was the funniest thing.
If you do it in Final Cut Pro, we can make a tracker and track the all over the place.
That would be kind of a funny clip to throw in. Can you put a clip like that in here?
I probably could if I went to it. Just how much effort do I want to put into the podcast?
Yeah, I know.
You know, I have all these other things, photos, videos, GIFs, and updates.
I know.
Ooh.
I know. It was just such an awful wall, question.
I like the way your sensor follows you around. It's hot.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm cool with that.
Oh my gosh. And then
censor my penis.
Oh, so we got me all set up on Sex Panther.
Yes, what got me going on this was I got some messages on Sex Panther, and I was like, geez, I'm getting messages on this thing. I bet you if Sally was on it, if we got Sally on it, she'd be probably doing all right with it. And we tried, and I think we went over that at one point on here. Maybe we did, maybe we didn't.
Yeah.
Getting you on that, and they're just having all kinds of problems getting you validated.
Yeah.
And finally, the last thing we left off was like, yeah, you're ready to go. Like, you just got to sign back in. And I couldn't sign back in. And really what the problem was is that I needed to use the phone number that I used to validate the account. And the only way I could use the phone number that I used to validate the account was I had to, it was a burner number from Text Now.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want to pay for it. That's the whole thing, was like to have a free number. You have to pay for the number in order to get text verification messages. So I was like, all right, why don't I just do this? I will buy it for a 1 week, which was like $7, and then it'll get text verification messages. So went in, subscribed, got the week, unsubscribed, so I didn't have to pay that constantly, which I'm not paying, if we're not paying. Mm-hmm. And then I was able to get the text verification message from Sex Panther, and then we were able to log in,
mm-hmm.
and everything fell together. And I did that, and I got the verification for your email, and we got Sally all set up on Sex Panther.
Yeah. And so I started playing with it yesterday morning. I was like getting bombarded.
Was it just yesterday you started doing that?
Just yesterday.
Just yesterday.
Yeah. That's it.
I thought for some reason it feels like it's been a couple of days.
No, it's just yesterday. I got bombarded before we went to work, and I was like, "Oh my god, how do I do this?" And it was fun. Yeah, it was just yesterday. It felt like years ago.
I guess because it's been an ongoing battle with me to try and get that, help you get that going, and now we've got it going. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she's been.
Yeah.
So we had to go through it and figure out the prices, and then Bridget was helping us do that.
Yeah, Bridget's on that a lot. She does really well with it. So if you need some sexy talk, check out Bridget too. And then what else are we doing?
Oh, and if you're looking for Sally on there, it's Sally Sexy.
Mm-hmm. Come talk to me. Sext me, baby. Sext me. Oh my god. So it was last night, right? With the Jabberjaws, the BGGGG.
Room hogs, round 2.
It really was. It's annoying. Like, now it's starting to annoy me.
It usually didn't get to you. It got to me first.
Yeah.
But now it's really like because she's more responsive. Like, I'll just stop responding to people when I know they're just in here just to BS and not going to private or anything, not doing anything fun. And yeah.
You know what it is? The thing that bothers me about it is I don't care if you're yapping and doing your thing, but it's like they're writing these dialogues that are like, like War and Peace. And it's like you can't even read the whole thing because you got to scroll down. It's so long. And I'm like, and all they're doing is just like touting their own horn about like their own story or their own scene they're creating.
Yeah, they're trying to create a scene, and then they're trying to get you to act it out while you're sitting there. Oh, say this, then say that, then say this. And it's like, after like 3 or 4 things, it's like, all right, it's obvious that you're just trying to get me to go along. And then the one dude today was all like, I'll go to private as soon as you do this. I'll go to private as soon as you do that. And the one dude who was like, do you have a vacuum cleaner?
He wanted penis and ball torture with a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, I was like, no, we're not using the vacuum on me. Not going to happen.
No, he's not into that.
No, I'm not into that. It's like, and he's like, well, you have a dildo. And she's like, yeah. I was like, well, can we use it on that? And I was like, I'll go out and get the vacuum. We got a vacuum over there. And so I went out to get the vacuum, and then the other person took you right into private.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, well, I got to get rid of the vacuum now.
That's the guy that wanted me to peg you in the ass.
Yeah, he wanted to do me in the ass. Sally did me in the ass this morning very well.
Oh, man. And last night we did a gold show. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
And you came all over me. Mm-hmm. I came. He came. Everybody came.
The gold show was hot. We just decided, we're like, all right, we've been here for a while.
Yeah.
to a ghost show to end it. We went to a ghost show. I said, "Get off, baby." and somebody popped in, was watching us, right?
Yeah, someone was in there.
Yep. And then Sally would just buzz herself, and I was turned on. I was just like, all over her beautiful breasts.
He came all over. He blopped all over my breasts, and the guy that was in there, he got to see it.
Yes, he had a good time. He liked it.
He got a good shot.
He got a good show. You got to come in. You got to come in. You got to hit the right time.
Yeah.
You got to hit.
We should probably end it like that more often, where we just
like we're going into a gold show. And that's the end of that. Come on in if you want to. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's like,
and that way we can both come and get, and it would be very satisfying.
It's satisfying because you edge yourself quite often now. You're always buzzing away like, this is feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, this is.
Yeah, lately it's been kind of I've been very turned on.
Very turned on.
Yeah.
It's been working for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, crazy.
Really? Oh,
Wow.
Sexy woman.
And what are we talking about?
What's next on Sally's list? Sally has a list, and she's checking it 15 times to make sure that we used to do this, and we would try to remember everything that was going on during the week, and then we realized it's like, I was like, well, why don't you just write this stuff down? And she's like, I'm gonna bring my phone up. I'm gonna write stuff down. I'm doing it. Write this down.
I write stuff down all week long. I think I'm doing really good at it too.
Excellent job.
Yeah.
Excellent
so
job. Weekly updates.
We had a very confusing one today.
Oh my God! Yes, I remember this. I was like,
yeah. Neither one of us knew what was going on with
no
this.
clue.
His name was Kevin. Kevin.
I just want to apologize to Kevin. Like, I didn't really understand. I didn't know if I was the husband or if I was the boyfriend or who was making that. I was like, I'm so confused.
Yeah. So the way I took it was that he wanted his wife cheating with a boyfriend, but she really loved him. Like, she was all about her.
She loved the boyfriend and was cheating on her husband, and I was supposed to be the boyfriend. I think. Yeah. I think that's what it was. That's where I was getting confused, and I was like, "Yeah, baby, I love you, Karen." I'm not sure what's going on here. We didn't really last long with that one because we need a better script. We need a good script. Yeah,
I tried making out with you.
Yes, and then you said something, and then it was like right after that, it was like, "Shadunk."
Yeah, he wanted a lot of making out. We didn't get very far with it. Very sorry, Kevin. We had no idea what was going on.
We do a lot of making out when we're on camera. We're always kissing and making out and rubbing on each other.
My tongue is down his throat like so much, and his cock is down my throat.
Oh my goodness! Yes.
We hit new levels with that.
We did. It's feeling so good that Sally's like, when I tap you once, you got to pull that thing out. Oh my God! She made the. I wanted to talk about this. You might not have written this down, but. So yeah, she was doing me yesterday like amazingly and crazily, and it was really good. So I was like, "You're down in there," and she's like, and then she's like, "All right." She's like, "When I get tapped once, you tap me and then pull out." But then she was doing it with the dildo, right? She's happy and she's showing off the dildo because you can't do me on the camera, and she's really like, this dildo that we have is big, and she's taking this thing far down her throat, and then she made the comment, and I was like, yeah, how far down can you take it? She's like, I can only go down so far because I don't want to get stuck. And I was like, what?
Can I show it?
Yeah, I can show it.
Okay. All right, so this is why. So
it's got this big head on. And I'm like, you can take that. So you feel that far down your throat, that is in your throat so far that it could possibly get stuck in your throat.
Yeah, because there's a part of your throat, up back in here, where it's like your mouth is very large, and then it kind of pops through, and it starts.
I can't even. I never get anything down my throat.
It starts to narrow. Your esophagus and everything starts to narrow at that point. So like,
biology major.
Check this thing out. So like, if you're like, all it's got to do is go in there, boink, and it's like, oh my! Can you imagine me going to all I kept vision is like 911. What is your emergency? My girlfriend's dildo is stuck in her throat.
She's gagging on it. What? Pull it out. I was like, no, it's stuck.
It's stuck.
I just thought that was the wildest comment that I've ever heard. I've got to. I want to get the dildo stuck in my mouth.
Well,
is that possible?
Well, this is just. We looked at those really high-end. We went to a high-end dildo shop.
Yes, Passional Boutique in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, check it out if you're there. Beautiful stuff. They had high-end dildos. Those dildos did not look like this. They look like real cocks who don't have giant, enormous, bulbous penis heads.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you have this big thing at the end. It was like, whoa, buddy. Where
Yeah.
you going with that?
So, yeah, no, I was quite concerned because I was taking it all the way. Are you an aficionado of erotic art, pinups, sexy ladies in naughty scenarios, maybe fun, sexy slogans with a comedic twist? Ever been dick slapped by a wild penis? Then you should check out Mitch Jagundo's erotic art at shop.mitchjagundo.com.
Clothing, accessories, stickers, magnets, and other stuff for those with a sexy wild streak to them. From getting dick slapped by wild penis brew to bone me like you own me skirts and shirts, as well as the hottest pinup gals, Mitch, me, has something naughty and fun for you to showcase on your bod, or whatever. Head there now by going to shop.mitchjagundo.com. That's shop.mitchjagundo.com for all your erotic, sexy needs.
Mm-hmm. Even the person watching was like,
Damn.
oh man.
Damn. Yeah, I was watching. Wow, she's really like got that thing halfway down her throat. That's a good.
I was working
that's
it.
Cool bossy queen, Maddie. That's a stiff.
Good bossy queen. I love it.
That's a big one right there. Do it over here. Like, why is that? You should put it here. That way it won't slide down.
Oh, that's a really good idea. All right, there we go. And now we're set. It only took me like a half an hour for Jagundo to help me with that.
There you go, baby.
I'm a hot mess without.
You're just nothing but a sexy hot mess.
I am. So what do we got next?
What's next on Sally's sexy list?
Doug Flutie.
Who the fuck is Doug
Flutie?
He said that guy said I look like Doug Flutie. This is what Doug Flutie would look like if he was getting his dick sucked.
All
so
right.
you gotta do it right now. We're gonna do it live.
Yeah.
Actually, it's recorded, but
my God.
Sally's gonna look up who the hell is Doug Flutie. Does it come right up?
Yeah.
Okay, Doug Flutie. That's Doug Flute, though.
Well, I think that's what he spelled. Right?
No, this is douche flute. He just put douche flute on there. Doug Flutie. It came right up. It was right there. You had to do a tap on it.
Oh my God. Where did that?
Doug Flutie. D-U-G space.
D-U-G space.
F-L-U-T-I-E. Here he is, right there.
Oh, Doug Flutie.
Doug Flutie. Who the fuck? Oh,
he's a football player.
No wonder.
Oh my God.
Oh wow, you sort of look like Doug Flutie.
That's your fucking doppelganger.
I don't like football does not do anything for me. I don't watch football at all.
Oh my God, you do look like him. Holy shit, I never knew.
Oh my God, that's funny. So yeah, the guy comes in and he goes, Doug Flutie looked like he was getting his dick sucked. We're like, we have no idea who Doug Flutie is, man. So I guess that was a half backhanded compliment, maybe. I don't know.
Oh my God.
But
well, he's not a bad looking guy at all. That first picture is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it is sort of funny.
Wow.
Except I never wear button-up collared shirts. That's
well,
not
now
me.
you know what you would look like.
Doug Flutie.
And he's 60.
Almost my age.
You're taller than him.
Oh, he's 5'10". I'm 6'1". Thank you.
Oh,
I look like Doug. All right, I look like Doug Flutie. Apparently, there you go. Google Doug Flutie and then tell me if I missed. Oh, there's Doug Flutie with was it Dancing with the Stars? I guess. That was going on there.
Cheerleaders. He's a football player.
Oh, okay, I get it. I did not. Football is not my thing. I didn't like football. Football players didn't like me. They thought I was a dick or I thought I was weird for riding BMX bikes. I thought they were weird.
He's got curly hair like you.
So.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Doppelgangers.
I've been Doug Flutied.
Yeah. Hi, Doug Flutie. You're a cam star now. Oh my God. And we discovered today a really good angle for the little point of view camera.
The point of view camera is a big hit.
Yeah, people love it.
Yes, people love that. We take that and we put it underneath Sally's leg, so you have that gynecological porn view that they love to do, which I'm not into, but other people are. But although we have the full view of both of us when we're doing it, but then we have the gynecological view of me. So it's like, this is actually happening. Phone you like you own. Phone me like you own me.
Yeah.
So, but then Sally was doing me this morning. We're like, put it on top of the garbage can. I think we can get. They have a little porn garbage can.
Yeah, it's about this big. It's a little guy.
Porn stickers all over it.
Yeah, I know. And porn is where the home is. Home is where the porn is.
So I walk over there. She's like, put it on the garbage can. I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea. So I put it on the garbage can and pointed up, and it was the perfect angle.
He was in there a long time.
Yeah, he was having a good time, and I was close to like definitely losing my load, but then it started to get really hot in the room, and I was sweating, and I was having a good time. I was like, all right, I gotta stop.
Didn't your heart rate?
Yeah, my heart rate was like
160.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, he's gonna have a heart attack. So yeah.
So I was maxing out my heart rate. I was pounding I was having a good time.
Yeah, he was pounding the pumper.
So yeah, we found a hot angle for the Saudi Sexy.
Come check it out and leave us a comment. Let us know what you think about it.
Leave us a comment on the point of view cam so you can see us getting dirty and nasty.
Yeah. That's all I got.
That's all you got, Sally?
Yeah.
My beautiful Sally, who lately she's been like, oh, do you regret being with me? Do you want to leave? Are you going to leave?
I feel so bad with this furnace thing because it was my idea because of my allergies and the problems we were having with regulating the temperature and the airflow in the house. And we had a perfectly good furnace. It ran. We had a good air conditioner and ran. But I was hoping this was going to solve my issues.
Yeah, it sort of sucks, but no, at no point would I ever enter my mind like this is bullshit. I'm done with this woman. She's gorgeous. She's beautiful. She's amazing. She's fun. She works on all these little problems, helps us get through everything. Like that's really the part. Like it's a relationship. We have a very hot, sexy, communicating relationship.
And there's the flip side where I just totally drive him out of his mind.
Yeah, no, that's not really, you don't really drive me out of my mind. I mean, it gets upsetting when. And I think people who watch our podcast, probably a lot of the swinger people, because they seem to be very in love and very communicatable. And when you see the person that you're with is having a problem, you really get upset. And you're getting upset because you're trying to figure out, like, how do I help them solve this problem? And then it gets you upset. And, you're trying to help each other. And you don't know what to do to help them. And there's nothing you can do. It's like, well, we got to just work through this.
Yeah.
And, so.
I just keep apologizing to him because I feel so
Sorry,
bad.
Jagundo.
Well, I mean, we spent 2 weeks with no heat in the month of April in the Northeast, which could go either way at this point. You could go from 90 degrees to a snowstorm in a matter of a week. Luckily, we didn't do that, but that is always that possibility.
It's a possibility.
And it's like you don't know from day to day what you're going to get. And I put us in that kind of position. I put all of us, I put him, the animals, all of us in that position where we have a home with no heat. So, I feel horrible, and I feel kind of helpless, like, because there's nothing it seems that I can do to get this fixed.
Yeah, I mean, nothing we can do. I'm not an HVAC guy. I don't know how to fix it. We have to sort of rely on the person that installed it. So we're going to have to we'll deal with it. We'll get it straightened out. Just have to tell the guy, look, if you're having a problem, then you're gonna have to be with the company that sold you the equipment. So
yeah.
So yeah, it's sort of funny. I find it funny that when she's like, you're getting fed up with it. I'm like, no, at no point over these 18 years am I fed up. We've gone from the couple where I barely wanted to kiss her to like now we're doing our deepest, darkest, sexy confessions all over the place and having wild whoopee all the time, and no, I don't.
If you see me turning red, I'm having a hot.
I can feel her.
I'm having a hot.
I put my arm around her, and she's having a hot flash.
Yeah, and it's like I could feel this.
But you know what? We should talk about that because
oh my god,
we think that it's not a hot flashes now. We think it's because of that the skin doctor that you went to said you look like you have lupus.
Yeah, and not only that, it was also the gynecologist.
Gynecologist said the same thing.
Yeah,
and a lot of the things that they come up with.
Yeah, apparently, if you look up lupus, which I never had any clue about, not able to regulate your temperature and severe hot flashes and sweating is one of the symptoms, which I didn't know. And I'm like, gee, and I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I do this a lot. And there was a time there. Do you remember when it was constantly happening?
Yeah, you would be like, whoa. She goes, whoop, 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 flame on. I'm like, she knows a Fantastic Four reference.
Yeah.
So we don't think this is entirely menopause, even though she hasn't had her period in a decade.
Yeah. No, I'm in full-blown menopause. They tested, there's a hormone they test for that, and it was like, oh yeah. Yep. That's a definite.
So, but I think it actually is close to, but so it's like, all right, what do you gotta do to take care of lupus? Because this sounds incredibly like dramatic, like, oh my goodness, what is this? And she did all the research. She's like, well, regulate with your diet, and that's pretty much how you take care of.
Yeah, they can. It's unfortunate, but most people are not going to do that, and most people are going to want a pill or whatever. And the only other way to do it is to shut your immune system down, and they're going to do that with all sorts of cortisones.
Yeah, you don't want to do that, because then you're going to just turn into a science experiment.
Yeah, and then it's just going to be the domino effect, and because cortisone is not good to be on for long periods of time.
Take this, then take this to take care of that.
Yeah.
Take this to take care of that, and that, and take this to take care of that, and that, and it becomes a domino effect.
Yeah, and basically, really, the only thing you do is like do what I've been doing for years and just diet. Don't live a traditional life, really, and the way things
traditional American life. Yeah, it's like, don't eat all the fast food. Don't stop and just go get McDonald's or Burger King or KFC, Pizza Hut, blah blah blah. You gotta sort of
like I'm
food on non-processed food.
Yeah, and I'm gluten free. For most of our relationship, I was dairy free. And then I think my body forgot what dairy was, and I was able to eat dairy for like 9 months last year with no issues at all. And then it just kind of remembered one day and said, "What the fuck are you doing?
No more dairy for you.
No more." So so that happened like in December, where I had to stop. And it's just I have to be on a restrictive diet. And that's what it is. That's what it takes, because I feel sick if I don't. Like, it's absolutely miserable.
Yeah, if she eats the wrong thing or something, it says poof. And
yeah, like weird things. Like, I'll break out in hives all over, like especially on my arms. I'll break out in hives. I'll get weird rashes. My feet will swell and burn. My fingers will swell. Just weird things. Sounds nuts, but I mean, to look at me, I don't look like a sick person, but when you see me breaking out in hives and rashes, I mean, you can't hide it. So, things like that happen.
Yeah, I think it's a real testimony to, I guess if anybody looks at us, sometimes like people come in and they're like, you guys are in your 50s? How old is he?
Yeah.
And it's like, I would say primarily, and a lot of it's her, most of it's her, is the diet that we eat really it affects us, because we really don't eat a lot of fast food.
No.
Very, very seldom do I get a slice of pizza, or even going out to dinner. Yeah. Like if we go out to dinner, I'll eat like a shrimp cocktail and maybe some like little bites of steak, but I won't eat. We never eat like a full like big ass meal with a dessert and it's just
No, like us splurging is chicken wings.
Yes, we went to we went to that Sexy Shenanigans in March. We sat down and had chicken wings at the hotel there, and we were like, "Oh, these are delicious."
Yeah. Like my God, they were really good.
And so that's what we do, and that's how we try to take care of ourselves. But yes, no, my dear, you're stuck with me. You're stuck with me until.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll apologize for whatever's gonna happen next week.
Next week on Sexy and Jagundo's Wacky Wild Weirdness Kingdom.
Yeah, Wild Kingdom.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right.
So I guess we're signing off then for the week after. Yeah. I confess my incredible passion and lust.
I love you.
I love you too.
Oh. Oh my goodness.
Beautiful.
So, all right. So, have a sensual, sexy, butt fucking week. All right?
Yeah, so if you're going to take it in the butt, make sure you're taking it in the butt from a gorgeous, sexy redhead like Sally.
Woo! Oh, my leg is stuck.
Oh, oil can.
Oh.